Family, it's your girl TC Love, and today I'm gonna be talking about single mothers, um, and how dating for us can be. It's my bandana playing, but dating for us can be a bit of a it can be a bit of a problem. It can be a bit of a problem, and dating us can be a bit of a problem, and it can cause a lot of things to affect us, YouTubers. Um, what I mean by that is, um, when you are a single mom, it's kind of hard to date. We all know that. But let me just break it down to some of you people who always, the dudes who always criticize single mothers. Most single mothers who, they got pregnant or whatever, and they got into situations where they dated a bunch of dudes, and the dudes that they dated was no good. For example, in my situation, I'm a single mom. I've dated dudes who, I've had baby daddies who, just pretty much we dated, had kids, and we broke up. And the reason why, because I was, at the time trying to find, my position was trying to find a boyfriend to hold on to, then become maybe a husband in the future. So that's how I got caught up in my position, in my situation. But make a long story short, when you're dating a man and you're dating a single guy and he doesn't have kids, but he still can have children, and it's kind of hard to date those kind because you feel as though that he may say something like, oh, you can't handle. What if me and you want to have a child, and your tubes tied, and I want a child with you, and I see how well you treat your kids, and this comes as a whole lot of surprises, where a woman is a single mom, and she just pretty much was done, and she pretty much is done, and she pretty much had enough of going through the burdens, because that's why she got her tubes tied or had a hysterectomy and all of that, because she pretty much was done with having children, and because she was already had a child by this dude, thinking she could find love. But she meets the single guy and she wants to have kids with him, but she can't because she already is fixed, and it's pretty hard. And in most cases when it's like that, sometimes the dude will leave you or he would stick around, and most times the dudes that do stick around, they had built a serious relationship with you, and they may want to think about going into adoption, maybe an adopt a child. Now, for some other single dudes who just come and date single mothers, you got to watch out. You got to peep game on this. I'm a single mom, and I have a boyfriend. He doesn't have kids at all. He doesn't have no children. But listen to what I'm saying. When you date some dudes, and you are in this situation when you're dating dudes, you have to be careful who you bringing around your children as a single mom, because you don't know whether they have a criminal background. So make sure it's always able to do that, to bring your children around. But for some of the dudes, I'm gonna break it down to you all, because I always talk about single mothers. I don't leave us out because I'm a single mother. It's some dudes that don't want ready-made families. You got a lot of dudes that don't want ready-made families, and you can't really blame them, but you can't really get mad at them. Some dudes be liking a female. She's a beautiful chick. She's cute. She this and that. But when they see her have more than 5 or 6 children, they excuse me, mine are grown, so only I say 3 of mine is not grown, but one of mine is grown. But when you have your little children and they're very young and they're small, a man will look at you as a breeder. Here's my perception of it. Because they feel as though they have to help you take care of those kids, which is not a bad thing. Number two, if he's a single dude, watch out for these signs. He may just be coming just to fuck you. I'm just trying to peep game on this because I'm past 30. I'm almost 40. So I'm trying to tell you what's going on. So don't pay the background no mind, that's people outside. But when you're a single, like I said, when you're a single parent, a mother in general, you're going to go through these things. Watch out for the dudes who just trying to fuck you, because they'll come around and they will be around you, but not one time did they ever told you that they love you, because they just trying to fuck you. They're only coming for a booty call. Now, if you got a dude that like a woman with children and he wants to be involved, he would do anything in his power to be around you, but he just know you're a single mom. The thing with people give single moms a hard ass time is because they feel as though that a woman needs a man to raise her children. I'm the type of single mom, I don't need a man to raise my kids. I don't need a man to help me raise my children. Long as we date, you respect my kids and you respect me. Because if you don't like my kids, then you don't like me. But here's the thing. When you're dating me, you're going to respect me because I do have kids. Me personally, nowadays, I don't have that problem because my children are older. I have older children. But for a woman whose children are younger than 12 and their kids are very, very young, they're going to have a problem with that, because he's going to look at you different, and especially if you're tubes or you're not fixed and tied, he's going to look at you as a woman who's still consistently trying to get pregnant, and he's going to look at you as, I'm going to be completely honest with you, because I don't have a lot of children. I have just enough kids, but I don't have over 5 children. When you have more than 8 children, 6 or 7, a man is pretty much going to be done with you. He's either going to be with you, but he's not going to help you with those children. And I'm not trying to be funny enough on this YouTube channel, but if you got all them children and they're small kids, you can forget about being in a relationship, because no man is going to date a woman with that many children. No man is going to be with a woman with that many kids, single moms. I'm just telling you how it is. I mean, he'll like you or love you or whatever, but at the end of the day, some will. It's a 50-50 balance. It's a 50-50 chance. It's not many good men out here these days. And there are some, but most of those good men are single. So, it's a very, there's a 50-50 chance that you're going to be able to find somebody that's suitable for you to be in a situation that is serious. And like I said once again, those be the dudes who just don't want nothing to do with you. They just want a booty call. They a ready-made family. Now, they don't want a ready-made family, but you got some dudes who want a ready-made family. They see that you got kids. They know you grinding. They know you hustling to make that money. And we ain't talking about hustling as drugs. We talking about hustling as out there really making it happen. And they see you're a single mother. They know your kids are well-mannered. They know your children are older. Those are the guys that wants to be bothered with single mothers, that they know that already got their shit together. Even if she do have her shit together and she got more than 7 or 8 kids, he's not going to be bothered. Especially if they little children and he see all of them so small. He see 2 or 3 of them drinking on juice. He see 5 of them coming down the steps. He see another one, mommy, mommy. He see another one asking you. He ain't going to have time for all of that, because he going to get in the misconception that those babies, suppose y'all get into it and y'all want to be intimate that night. The baby's going to be banging on the doors. They're going to need their mom's attention. So a lot of single dudes don't like that. They rather mess with women who have older children and that has already blossomed and grew up. I'm not trying to justify for my situation. I'm just telling you, it is hard to date when you are a single parent. It's very hard to date when you are a single parent. It's very hard because he'll see you with all those children and look at you funny. Especially if you're tagging along with your children in a mall. He already know you got kids. And he'd be thinking that you trying to talk to you, thinking that you just a single parent, you just a single individual. But most cases, there's some amazing, beautiful women that be at those malls, including myself, and they just look at you and be like, man, she a breeder. She got all the motherfucking kids. I ain't trying to hook up with her. She already got a ready-made family. So, you know, it's kind of hard to be a single parent. Take it from a woman of my caliber. I've been there, done that. You know, I've dated the worst of the thugs. I dated some niggas who, you know, relationships just didn't last. But now I'm trying to share a little light on you ladies that it is going to be hard for you. You know, I'm past 30, I'm nearly 40, but I've been there. My children are older, but I can share this information with y'all to get it out there. Yes, it does. You know, but anyway, though, subscribe my channel, let me know what you think, and yeah.